What's poppin'? It's your boy Zillionaire. Y'all already know who it is. The truth speaker. The guy that makes everybody mad because black folk don't like to hear the truth. Black folk like movements like Black Lives Matter who tell you everything you want to hear and take all your money. I tell you. Now, Mike Brown's father is in a war, in a beef. And I don't blame him. And a few others are beefing with Black Lives Matter. And this is why. Black Lives Matter received $90 million last year in the uprising of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and many others, okay? Now, they haven't received any money from that. Even George Floyd's family, they got a settlement from the system, but they didn't receive any money. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor's family, they didn't really receive any money. But guess what? The founder, she's buying plenty of houses in the Bahamas, houses in million-dollar houses in Atlanta. She's buying all this stuff. And she had the nerve to say, this was her response. This is what Patrisse Cullors said. She had the nerve to say that things are not what they appear to be, or what people may assume behind the scenes. Man, behind the scenes, you're buying million-dollar homes. That's what's going on behind the scenes. You're not doing nothing for the families. You haven't built anything. You can build a community for black people. You can buy buildings. You can buy community stuff for the community. You can buy all kind of stuff for the children. You can buy access to a lot of other things as far as educating ourselves in the law, knowing our rights. There's a lot of stuff you could do with that money. Hello, you can open a school with that money. You can open a black school with that money. I'm just saying, since you're for Black Lives Matter and you feel like black people need to be taught, you can open schools, you can buy property, you can have all kind of other investments into the black community. But is she doing that? No. She claimed her goal is to reinvest the money. Reinvested the money into what? All the houses you're buying? So I can understand why Mike Brown is calling her out and he's pissed off. Okay, he's requesting $20 million. I don't blame him because guess what? Every family, every name that's used, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Mike Brown, Philando Castile, and all the many other black men and women that were murdered and their names that were used in this Black Lives Matter movement. They used these people's names to get rich off of them. They played on the fact that black people need justice, and they got rich off of that. They played on the black people, saying that it's the white man. It's only the white man's fault. Only white people are doing this, when black men are the biggest killers of each other. If you want to talk about the black racist cops, you got to talk about the black men that's killing each other. You have to talk about both sides. But like I said in my last video, if you talk about both sides, it's no money in that. You have to tell black people that everything is the white man's fault. You can't talk about all the murders and deaths among black men because they're going to get mad at you. All right, so they keep pushing this narrative about white men. Now, what they're doing is it's horrendous. It's horrible. It's disgusting. And I don't blame Mike Brown. I'm glad somebody's finally calling her out. Now, a lot of people are, and we're going to go live maybe this week or tomorrow, sometime this week. I'm going to try to get live because it's a lot of other stuff going on with this Black Lives Matter movement. Them calling out the Black Lives Matter founder, and she's buying all these houses, and people discovered it. They found out that these are facts. Her name is on the real estate property and everything else. Okay, this is fact. This is not speculation. All right, and these families are not getting the money that they're supposed to get, but she's buying all this other stuff. Okay, you could tell it's a scam. Tell us a scam. So I don't blame Mike Brown's father for calling her out for this stuff. But there's so much going on with this scam and with Patrisse Cullors. There's so much scamming going on that I have to go live because we got to talk about all this. It's too much to put in one video. It's just too much. All right. And she got all these excuses on what she's doing with the finances, but people are saying, hold on, you buy all these houses, but you still got all these families who've suffered these tragedies. They're getting nothing. Do you understand this? Black Lives Matter is making millions of dollars while these families are not getting nothing. They should have the best lawyers. They should have the best legal defense team. They should have the best private eyes. They should have the best everything. Every family that has lost someone to whatever to the, what, how can I put it, to a racist cop or to a police officer, whatever cop killed these unjustly murdered these black men and women, the money should go to them and their defense teams, everything else, for their pain, for their suffering, for their living, all that stuff. They should be getting this money. I'm your boy Zillionaire. Too much to put in this video. I will be going live. I gotta find a day to go live with this because I got so much to talk about. Since I'm back. I'll be back going live again. Y'all know I've been on a little. How can I put it, hiatus? Because I've been working back in the industry, but I'll be going live for the next couple weeks until I go back to working into the entertainment industry again, because there's a lot to talk about. But let me tell y'all something. What's done in the dark will come to the light. I never trusted Black Lives Matter movement. Now they're getting exposed, and the woman that has founded Black Lives Matter movement is being exposed for scamming her own people. Let me tell y'all something, man. Man, I tell you, watch what you do, because listen, you will get exposed. What's done in the dark will come out. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's 10 years, 5 years from now, what you do, it's going to come out. And the sad part about this here is that this was premeditated. She premeditated. She started a foundation, and her whole goal to start Black Lives Matter, she knew that she was going to profit big time off it by telling black people what they want to hear. I'm your boy Zillionaire. This is disgusting. This is horrible. This is horrendous. And these are black women doing this. I'm out of here.